Why are you such a prick?
Of fucking course. Why did I think it would be something constructive?
I just have to know.
Because I'm a goddamn mirror, Donald. I give you shit because you constantly give me shit.
Okay, that's fair.
Why are you like this?
Why am I like what?
Why do you make mountains out of molehills? Like you're always looking to argue about something. Do you get little rushes from these interactions? Do they feed you in some way?
I suppose they do give me a great deal of entertainment. But let's not lie about ourselves, Joe. You're guilty of doing the same shit.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember that time after the debate we had in the last election where they served ice cream in the back room?
What about it?
Well, I remember you were feeling daring that day because you tried making a little mini sundae on a cone. I told you it was too small, it wouldn't work. And you just said, watch me. So I did. And hey, sure enough, you did manage to pull it off. But as soon as you tilted it towards your mouth to take that first lick, the ice cream rolled off the cone onto the floor, and all that whipped cream hit you right on your new blazer.
And you fucking laughed.
Absolutely, because your face got red like a toddler, and you started screaming at me about vengeance, all because of my reaction. 2 years later, the FBI raided my home. I was thinking to myself, is this Joe's doing? Is he trying to screw with me? And then what happens? I get a phone call from the White House.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You answered, and I was like, hey, Donald, how's your Sunday?
And then I said, it's Monday, jackass, before hanging up. And look, we goof about it now, but the obvious point here is that you and I are cut from a similar cloth. We're both petty about our own things, and we bicker because it's entertaining, whether it be over ice cream or video games, and the occasional political topic.
All right, I'll give you that. And you know what? I'll admit I stepped out of line a bit with my comments. It's kind of easy to lose track of my temper at this age.
Believe me, man, I get it. I'm guilty of letting loose too.
So how do you want to move forward with this challenge the others have us doing?
Well, I think it would be a good idea to balance some of the intensity for the sake of content. We don't got to get personal, but shit, I can still take some swings.
Good, that's how I feel about it too.
And make no mistake, Joe, I am more than grateful for what you did for us back in that warehouse. So to make up for all the shit talk that has and likely will occur through this challenge, I got an idea of what we can do next after we're done.
Is that right? What do you have in mind?
Walk with me. I'll explain it on our way back.
Oh, there they are. What the heck took you guys so long?
Did you guys make up in the other room or something?
Well, we ain't holding hands, but yeah, we're good.
We're ready to pick things back up, Barack.
Okay, well, before we do, let me just cover some things that George and I discussed while you were away. There's been a lot of back and forth about the wheel effects. So as an attempt to make things a bit more interesting as far as content is concerned, we made some alterations.
And this is going to be the last time we change things, so if you two have any issues, then tough shit.
Okay?
To summarize it all, I added a double points effect. And then because I added an extra effect that gives more points, George increased the detraction for the minus spaces to 20.
I felt like it balanced things better.
I think those are fair changes.
Yeah, I think I can rock with this.
Okay, good. Now, Donald, you actually just beat Iggy, so why don't you go ahead and take care of your spin?
Well, it's on George's monitor, so go ahead and spin it. I'm going to start the next level.
All right?
Ooh, you guys changed up the wheel's look too, huh?
Yeah, I felt like it was easier on the eyes.
It really is. I can actually read the effects a lot easier now.
Donald, it looks like you rolled a minus 20.
Of course, the second you schmucks raise the detraction effects, I'm the fucker that has to break it in.
What flavor ice cream is that, Joe?
Oh, it's blueberry, grape, and strawberry mixed together. Not really my favorite, but still pretty good.
I don't know if I'd call that mixed. You just stack them on top of each other.
I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I'm eating them all together.
So 224.
Donald, would you mind holding my ice cream for a second?
I can, but I don't want it melting on my hand.
I got you, but don't worry. I'll make this quick. See, this level is actually pretty easy.
How so?
Watch me.
Wow, holy shit, good job.
What is that, like a level skip or something?
Yeah, he just skipped most of the level.
But wait, there's more. There's also a neat little area that gives you some extra lives. Pretty sure it's like 3. Oops. There we go.
I gotta say, Joe, not too shabby. Though, despite the performance, I'm not really that worried. Want to know why?
No need to build it up. I'm already aware. Just hand me back my ice cream, please. What? Dude, what the fuck? Fucking games throwing items at this guy like he's a pack mule.
Yeah, call me that again and I'll trample you like one too. Something good, please? Ooh, nice.
You don't deserve that.
I remember this being easily one of the weakest fortresses.
What makes it weak?
It's not that it's a bad level, it's just relatively simple and super short.
Well, I'll give you short, but I think the lava pits and thwomps make up for things by adding some extra challenge to the platforming.
Christ, I thought that was going to hit you.
I know, the little fire waffle thing, right?
Fire waffle?
I think its actual name is Rotodisc.
George, I literally don't care. It's a waffle. All right, get that wheel ready.
Okay, so that's another plus 20. How about that wheel?
Survey says plus 15 to Joe.
God!
Well, I wish I could say it's going to get better for you, Donald, but... Woohoo, first to break 300, baby.
A victory is still possible, Donald.
You know what, man? I actually appreciate this.
Is that right?
Joe, you're keeping this interesting for me. Even if some of this shit is being caused by this ridiculous-ass wheel, you're still doing your part by keeping me on my toes. This is what I wanted from Barack in Mario World. But unfortunately for 2/3 of the game, he played the levels much like how he apparently counts points.
Do you want me to sock you?
So in short, I've overcome a lot of challenges over the years. It's going to be great to add this to my list of W's.
Well, I'll admit, I'm glad to hear this over you being a petty pissant. Let's keep at it then. So are we going to count this level as a fortress?
George and I debated on that. I know he's against it because there's no boss, but I'm going to go ahead and give you all 20 points for this level.
I'm not going to spin the wheel, though. That's our compromise.
I suppose that's fair. Frankly, I'm glad that we get something for this level. Even if it ain't got a boss, it's still pretty well designed.
Yeah, I do kind of dig the concept of it being us climbing up a big castle.
All right, so 320.
Guess I'll have to do this level. Ooh, I'm gonna want that.
It would have been cool if they used this item for more levels.
I think there may be some e-reader levels that use Karibo's shoe, although my memory's a bit fuzzy, so it's possible I'm wrong.
I guess we'll find out when we cover them.
Regardless, I'm
Damn
more
it.
so talking about in the main game.
Well, okay, yeah. I suppose there could have been more utilizations for it in World 7.
Wait, is this really the only level we see Karibo's shoe in?
Yes.
Huh. Wonder why it's so popular.
Is it popular?
I mean, yeah, I usually hear about it when conversing about good Mario power-ups.
Okay. There we go, that's what we like to see.
Very good. That brought the point gap down to 45.
God, I fucking love this music.
The sky theme is pretty majestic.
Joe, are you leaning your ice cream cone on something?
Yeah, I wiped off one of these old mics we're not using.
You're leaning it on a microphone?
Joe, you're gonna clean that fucking Yeti mic, right?
Bro, that mic is like $90 fucking dollars.
Relax, I turned it so it's not getting anything on the actual mic, it's just the side.
That's irrelevant. You don't fucking disrespect the equipment.
Come on, man. We don't even fucking use this mic. The cord broke.
Who's to say we're not going to eventually get another cord?
You tell me, because it doesn't look like you're jumping on it.
Clean the goddamn mic and get a cup. A cup! Just a total lack of common sense. Who the fuck has ever even done that?
He's getting a Clorox, so just let it go.
As a side note, something I used to enjoy doing was breaking all these blocks with a P-wing.
That's fascinating, George. Thanks for sharing.
Okay, it's all clean, and I put it back in the box.
Did you get more ice cream?
A cup of chocolate chip, yes.
Donald, are you sure that ice cream bar was a good idea?
It was a great idea. He's just a fucking idiot.
Oh, to hell with both of you. Uh-oh, Donald, here we go.
Whatever, you'll find a way to lose it.
Big ouchies, Donnie.
What was that, a laugh? Or did you have a little mini stroke?
Wow, Donald, you really are looking pretty good item-wise.
I know, honestly, I think I might even start using some of these. Jesus.
Crazy how a motherfucker who owned casinos can't play slots.
I hope you get a fucking brain freeze.
I feel like these sky levels are some of the better designed areas.
I have to agree, I feel like the challenge starts to kick in around this portion of the game.
I will go ahead and say now that this is probably my favorite world. I love how it starts you at ground level and makes you climb up to the skies, and then bro, that fucking theme is just mesmerizing to listen to.
Again, yes, it is majestic. I'd say it's top 3 for sure.
You have a favorite world, Donald?
I don't even know, man. I'm kinda like you, where I have the ones I like and dislike others. Though, if I had to really think about it, the ones I seem to enjoy the most are the Ice World and, yeah, this one.
Ice World?
Interesting. I'm gonna gamble a bit here.
You're not going for the enemy?
No, because if I do, then I'm gonna be gifting you a shot at the fortress and wheel. So the plan is to complete this level, then see if that hammer bro paces around and ends up exactly where he's currently at.
That's a rather risky gamble.
I know, but I'm willing to try it out. All right, let's see what bro's gonna do. Fuck.
You know what, though? I respect it. Oh, I actually really like this fortress because it forces you to be careful with your jumps.
So long as you don't get the power star anyway.
True, and I am gonna do that because, well, this is a challenge after all.
You got that goofy smile on your face like you're up to something.
No, I'm not scheming or anything. To put it like you, I'm trying to manifest some good vibes here.
Oh, because that wheel's got you shook, right? You had some pretty piss-poor rolls these past couple of times.
This is true, but an optimist would believe that to maybe change this time around, yeah?
People hope for all kinds of things, Donald. Doesn't mean they always get them.
Maybe, but thank God they did on November 5th, huh?
Yep.
Oh my, shut the hell up.
Knew he was going to say that.
You're such a fucking fool.
My God.
Wheel, please.
Uh-huh. Oh, whoa, it's a -20 to Joe.
What the shit?
Looking pretty doable right now, you old oaf.
Pause.
I'm about to close that gap and reclaim my lead.
Don't hold your damn breath, because I'm coming back hard.
Pause.
First things first, I'm going to get 10 of those damn points back.
Not bad.
Then obviously the next move should be to get a star on my next roulette.
Yeah? Well, if I were you, I'd stick by that drawing board, because I'm about to ignite the sky.
With what, a wet fart? Thanks for giving me an early shot at this roulette, buddy.
Mushroom.
Oh yeah? Ooh, too bad.
You know what? I think I'm gonna bust out one of these items. Let's claim this dub.
Oh, I remember this level.
I do too. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I'm not too big a fan of scrolling levels, so I share that opinion.
But this particular level ain't even that bad. You just gotta have quick reflexes.
To better clarify, it ain't bad. I just prefer playing a challenging level at my own pace.
Yeah, the only scrolling levels I choose to tolerate are the ones with bosses at the end.
So does that mean you're not a fan of World 8?
Well, I did just say I'm cool with the ones with bosses, right?
Yeah, I heard you, smartass. I'm talking to the others.
I don't really know how I feel about World 8, to be honest with you.
Despite my feelings, I think it's an exception.
What the hell, man? I hit A and bro did a little fucking dick jump.
You taking notes, Donald?
You should probably beat the level before flapping your gums, right? Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Should I repeat myself?
I get the excitement, Joe, but it would probably be a better idea to hold it in case Donald gets help from the airship.
Yeah, whatever. Well, oh, okay, this is seriously starting to piss me off.
Not bad, right, Joe?
What do you guys think of the Koopalings in this game?
Decent boss fights, but they're all kind of samey.
Hard to be highly critical with that, considering this game was their first iteration.
Yeah, and you gotta give credit to Lemmy for being a bit different with that ball of his.
Yeah, I can accept that. Honestly, sort of as a side note, I feel like I'm just overly critical with their fights because of how much Nintendo recycles them throughout the games.
Yeah, I feel that.
I didn't really get tired of seeing them until New 2 dropped.
Don't remind me of that game. It was a pathetic cash grab.
It ain't exactly top tier, but I wouldn't at all call it bad.
The beautiful thing about this country, George, is that you're free to be wrong, and I'll leave it at that.
Well, okay.
I don't know what it is, but Roy's been growing on me recently.
In what regard? Like your favorite Koopaling?
Yeah, I just like the cut of his jib.
Just one last bonk. Boom, there we go.
That alone should shorten the gap to 19, right?
Correct, but the wheel's going to be the ultimate decider on if it closes or increases again.
Well, let's not waste time. What's it gonna be, George?
Let's find out. Looks like Donald's the first to get the double points effect, Barack.
Oh, cool.
So whatever I get next level is basically doubled?
Correct.
All right, I can work with that. So I guess the goal here is to get a 12.
And what is 12 plus 351?
363.
Got it. Pardon me while I kick my feet up here.
Getting a little fucking cocky, huh?
I prefer comfortable, but go ahead.
It's like when Barack did his victory lap after getting the 3-point jump on me. You're so busy cheering to the sky that you don't see the hurdle 2 feet in front of you.
The difference between then and now, and I apologize for this, Barack, but my head is leveled and my composure remains steady. I ain't fumbling to no Koopaling, or diving into a piranha plant because of pressure, nor botching the timing for a goalpost, or cheating by SDing into a pit.
Okay, Joe, I think he gets it.
Actually, I don't. Please continue.
Looks like you got that 12.
So I know we were complimenting Skyland earlier. Should I put it in S tier?
I'm okay with that.
S is fine.
You should put it above Giantland, to be honest. It's got better levels.
You really think so?
World 4's got a goated gimmick, don't get me wrong, but level design carries harder than fancy gimmicks.
Kind of like Double Dash, right?
Fucked you just say? Thinking of you, Barry.
You're goofy, man.
Okay, I think it's time for me to rip the Band-Aid on this double dash thing. What is it about the game that you two think keeps it from S tier?
Me, personally, I just couldn't get into the controls.
Okay. Was there anything particular about them that you didn't like? Or you just couldn't get comfortable?
I just couldn't vibe with it, George. It wasn't anything particular. It's just the turning and drifting that felt kind of weird to me, especially after playing newer installments.
Okay. I understand the argument and can respect your opinion. Unfortunately, I don't agree, but I mean, hey, at the end of the day, some games aren't for everybody.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you could have said that instead of dragging me and the whole US military over here to count your points and put games in your fucking toilet.
Oh, whatever, George. You know what? You're barely even counting. You're spinning a goddamn wheel.
Jesus Christ, I can't with you.
Speak of the devil, what's it gonna be?
The effect is going to be plus 15 to Donald. What about you, Barack? What's your opinion regarding Double Dash?
My official statement that we can put on paper is that it's a great racing game with a fun gimmick that's in all honesty been bested by later installments.
Yeah, Barack's the kind of guy who would put the sun in F tier because we have light bulbs.
Don't act like you haven't put down older shit before, Donald.
I know what the fuck I've done, Barry, but you know what? I change my perspective. Sounds spooky, I know.
What the Christ are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
I admitted that the NES was a decent gaming system for the time, and that I was wrong for putting it in D.
Oh my God. Why does it always come back to the fucking NES?
The relevance of that connection is that you were like, yeah, it did something really cool for the time, but newer games had more content.
Was that more or less your actual argument, Barack? That the game simply isn't as good anymore because of newer games that obviously have more polished gameplay and new and more advanced content?
So is it not right for me to change my perspective on an older game after new content drops? Is that what you're gonna try to tell me?
See, the thing with these tier lists is that it's all way too fucking subjective. You're always gonna get one where the person's either thinking off of logical shit like what these games accomplished for the time, or they think more off of personal preference.
So I'm illogical is what you're saying?
Not directly, no.
Well, that's what you said.
I'm talking more in generalized terms.
You're such a baby.
You are the literal last person allowed to say that.
The main thing to consider with these lists are what W's were earned by the selection at the time of its inception.
Spoken like a true poet.
Okay, what do you mean? Give me an example.
The easiest example that immediately comes to mind is the Nintendo fucking Entertainment
Jesus
System.
H. Christ. Can we think of another example?
It's a simple example. Just listen to me.
I get it. It saved the video game industry, slayed the Jabberwocky, and brought peace to Narnia. Let's move on.
I'm just trying to get it into your damn head that you can't just blindly compare it to the fucking Switch. Why the hell are you so aggressively defensive about this?
Because this is all just flashbacks to those dumbass rapid-fire debates with all our associates after that tier list. I ain't trying to relive history.
So you don't even for a second want to take yourself back to before Mario Kart Wii came out to recall your opinions?
Right, yeah, when there were 4 fucking games in the lineup, sure, it was the best. But we're in 2025 right now, and I have to consider the quality delivered by newer installments when doing a full comparison.
But again, how is it fair to compare a game from 2003 to another from 2017?
You don't even need to go that far. Mario Kart Wii came out 5 years later, and look at everything it introduced.
But it's obvious that they would try to push some boundaries. It was on a new console that had more power.
It wasn't that much more powerful.
Yes, Donald, we're not going to go into that digression. I guess I can just boil this down by saying, for the time, Mario Kart had a standard that people thought was peak in '64. But that standard was then raised because of the 2 character gimmick and character items.
Not to mention the extreme tracks.
The problem I'm having with this whole thing is that, yes, I agree that the game is fantastic. But to me, a tier list is about personal preference just as much as it is about basic specs and facts.
That's usually why they're so contentious.
No, I get that. But between your personal preference and mine, is there really no way to think of a good compromise, even with everything that game is highly regarded for?
The compromise was to put it at top of A.
No, you just did that as an act of your own volition, Barry. You did that thing where you get all irritated, then wrap things up by letting your personal bias take over.
What do you mean I did that thing?
But Barry, come on.
Barack, you've done that nearly every time we did a tier list. You're not as hot-headed as Donald, but, I mean, you have definitely dished out some instigaty type bullshit before.
I do it that much for it to be a thing?
Kinda, sorta.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, no, you don't. Bastard. All right, let's see. Jesus, come on, really?
That puts you at 419.
God bless, man. Wait, am I in the lead?
You really weren't paying attention these last several minutes?
Apparently not.
Well, it's a bad time for you to lock back in because I'm about to get you heated. Silence and focus, boys. Let me show you how easy this is.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man. And there you have it.
Wow, Donald, Joe had his own tubular moment.
You cannot compare this level to Tubular, Barry. Don't even try with that.
I like how this fortress gives Boom Boom a little throne-like area.
And yet he still gets bodied in under 3 seconds.
Oh shit, mistimed that?
Bro, I thought you were about to die to Boom Boom. I think I would have fainted from laughing.
Yeah, well, if you did, then Barack would be the one giving you mouth-to-mouth, not me.
Making a lot of assumptions here.
I wouldn't want your chapped lips on mine anyway, with your hot-ass breath.
Pause, pause, pause. I do not want that picture in my head. Double fucking points.
Sorry.
There's always a star there. It's kind of funny.
About as funny as it is bullshit.
Look what you did with your negative energy, Joe.
Oh, spare me that shit.
I always felt like this level was out of
Jesus,
place for
man.
Iceland.
Well, if you look on the world map, we're actually right next to a green hill. So maybe that's why it looks the way it does.
This level's actually kind of fun because you got those guys who throw things at you.
Good job, doofus.
Does that H stand for anything?
No, I think it's just a random structure.
If you've seen AVGN, it means hell.
Okay, well, we don't live in an AVGN review, so
I think 6'9" is a water level.
He says, I think 6'9" is a water level, then willingly picks it. You doing okay, Joe? Should I be worried?
What the two of us can worry about is your damn attention span, because I told you multiple times already that I like water levels. Oh, what the fuck? That didn't even touch me.
guess it did.
Between this game and Mario World, which do you think carries the better soundtracks?
I'm not even going to engage in that discussion. They're both goated.
Not if you're thinking about the original Mario 3. That shit sucked.
It was goated before the time of the SNES, you damn ingrate.
Would you hurry up?
I'm taking advantage of my bonus, jackass. Sit down.
What does he get for the flower combo again?
Looking back right now, it's 4 for the flower, 10 for the combo. Add in the bonus, that totals at 28, which now puts Joe at 466.
So where does that put the gap at? 41?
Right.
Damn it, I'm gonna need this fortress. I can't believe I was ahead and didn't even notice.
You guys were really wrapped up in that argument.
What's even more insane is that Barack was able to properly keep score throughout that whole thing.
Excuse me?
You locked in there like a pro, Barack. I'm proud, honestly.
Just take the compliment.
All right, show me that wheel.
Okay?
Okay, another 20 for Donald.
Are you fucking joking?
Sucks to suck, Joe.
I'll admit, this is a lot closer than I anticipated.
I won't lie, I was just thinking the same shit.
Bro probably thought I couldn't walk the walk, right?
Do you really want me to answer that?
This might actually be my favorite normal level in this world. There's something about melting the ice blocks with the fire flower that I just find satisfying.
Yeah, nice job, doofus. You remember that?
Should we take this opportunity to rank World 6?
Only if you want to.
Yeah, anything to help pass a scrolling level.
Well, earlier I said it was one of my favorites.
Yeah, you still feel that way?
Replaying it again, I think I'd say this is third best, with World 4 coming in second, then World 5 is top.
This world is one of the better ones, but I think it's either A or top of B, to be honest.
I think it deserves credit because some of the levels got creative. Like there's that one level which required you to grab a tanuki leaf and Koopa shell to find the proper exit. That's the kind of shit that I love because it gives importance to the power-ups you collect.
I won't lie, man. That level had me wandering my first time playing.
This may sound kind of weird, but one of the reasons I dig this area is the ice gimmick.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just seem to have fun challenging myself on slippery surfaces. I guess it also reminds me of Christmas, too. That's always a plus.
You know, I get that feeling too.
Well, unfortunately, I don't share the Ice World spirit with you guys.
Not a big fan?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm the inverse of what you said. I personally hate ice levels along with the whole concept.
So in simple terms, you don't like not having proper control of your character.
Exactly.
So how low would you rank it?
Well, it ain't sleepy tier bad. Honestly, we could just do away with that rank.
But you think it's D tier?
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I do.
I should have known you hated ice levels. Because you know what? You were getting hot as shit during my Minecraft map, Barack.
But,
God
yeah, but
fucking
that
damn
ice
it.
section you built was also
Well,
Hey, can I ask you something?
No.
You got dropped by a fucking Koopaling.
No.
Was that Lemmy?
No, who the fuck is Lemmy? That was a glitch.
Donald, just own up to what happened.
Look, Joe's playing, guys. Isn't this great?
Donald, that is some cosmic fucking hilarity right
Such
there.
a wonderful game. I can't even fucking fathom how wonderful this game is.
You know, he's the hardest of the Koopalings. There's no shame
My
in...
goodness, fellas. Was this game coded by angels?
My God, are you revving an engine?
Stop talking for a second. I'm about to start crying for real.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think he was just barely off.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to go left.
Good job, Joe.
Wow, such a challenging boss. I thought this was Dark Souls for a minute.
Is the idea to roast yourself before we can roast you?
That was fucking hilarious.
Let me get the wheel.
How's that for some fucking karma, Donald?
I can't believe that fucking happened. Ugh.
An extra 15 to Joe.
2 worlds in a special area, Donald. Do you think this is still looking realistic for you?
Well, these odds ain't exactly the worst I've been dealt.
You've closed the gap multiple times already. I think it's safe to still call this anyone's game.
Yeah, there's way too many airships and fortresses left to call it now. And besides, let's not act like the e-reader levels won't have any wheel spins.
Oh, they got boss levels?
Yeah, plenty of them.
501. What, does the game feel bad for you?
What even triggers this mini game?
I don't even know, to be honest.
So was the idea that this world was supposed to be a pipe maze?
That was the intention, yes. God, I really love that world theme.
I always imagined it with, like, guitars or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Kind of weird that we're now in a desert setting.
Is it really?
So what was the verdict on the last world?
I said D, Joe said, what was it again?
I'm firm on top A.
And what about you, Donald?
I'm good with bottom S or top A personally.
Fuck it, I can rock with A.
A's got it? Well, all right then.
I really hate this level, by the way.
Look at that, it returned the sentiment.
What do you mean?
Sorry, Donnie. What are you doing? Come on, Donald. Are you even trying?
I'm tilted right now. I need to get my head right.
Forget about the Koopa, just go.
Hang on, I want to body him.
Jesus, Lord,
How did you
Donald.
do that?
I'm not even going to that level. It's all yours, buddy.
Does losing to Lemmy really have you that tilted right now?
You know what? Yeah, I'm mortified.
Well, you're gonna be worse than that if you keep throwing these levels.
You gotta think about Double Dash, man. Remember that stupid-ass passion you had earlier?
I know. You think I'm not thinking about that?
So, funny thing about that,
Funny thing about what?
I've been doing a little bit of some soul searching since that argument a moment ago.
I'm not allowing you to build this up. Are you about to say Double Dash is S tier?
If we're putting DS in S tier, then it doesn't make much sense to exclude Double Dash given what it did with the resources that were available. So yeah, I went back in and put it between DS and Wii.
What? But then what the fuck are we even playing for aside from clout?
Don't worry, bro, I thought of something. You see, this all started to change a take on a tier list, and that's exactly how it's gonna end. We're coming up on 2 years now since we did that Mario Bros tier list. You guys remember it?
Yeah?
Damn, 2 years already?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, at the time, you two were having a debate between Mario 3 and World to see which game goes into S tier, when truthfully speaking, they really could have both gone to S with no problem. So what I'm proposing is that Donald, if you lose, then Joe gets to put Mario 3 in S tier.
His fate is sealed.
Why don't you think Mario 3 is S tier?
Because World has better levels and controls.
Controls maybe, but I tend to bounce back and forth on level
The
design.
levels in World are great, but they're way too open and flat because they have to accommodate for that bitch-ass cape feather.
Jesus, here he goes again about the fucking cape feather.
Goofy
It's
ass
fine.
pussy
It's
power-up that
fine.
flies over
You know
enemies
what?
and levels
I
for
bet
you
you
'cause
don't
you're
even
too
know how to
bitch to
use
do it all your
That's
damn
why
self.
you're hating. Literally one of the worst fucking levels.
Once again, it returned your negative energy.
Any of you remember this fortress?
No, not really.
I used to hate this level. It was the only one to ever make me look up a guide.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky at first, but once you know, it's pretty damn simple.
Is it a matter of finding the right hidden doorway?
Why are you asking like you've never played this?
Because I don't even remember the last time I picked this game up.
Well, to re-jog your memory, it's a mix of that plus using a tanuki leaf. Oh, it's the suit, my bad. So what we're gonna do is get a running start, and then the exit pipe will be somewhere on the roof. Pretty sure it's here, actually.
Very good.
You see that style kill?
At this point, I'm just going to tell you to make peace with the possibility of you not playing this minigame.
George, did you spin the wheel yet?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
What the hell are you doing? Are you falling asleep over there?
No, dingbat. I'm trying to familiarize myself with your takes.
Did you just fucking call me a dingbat?
Minus 20, Joe. Sorry.
Goddamn malarkey.
Whoa, wait. Are you watching that Mario game tier list we did on your phone?
Yeah, I am.
In the middle of a fucking recording session?
One that I never consented to, by the way.
Oh, give me a break. You telling me you're camera shy as a former US president?
It ain't about being camera shy, asshole. It's about being in the right headspace.
So, if you don't mind me asking, why don't you just ask us about our takes?
Because this is quicker with less digressions.
But didn't we literally cover this with you during Subspace?
And do you actually think I'm going to remember talking about another person's list from that long ago?
Well, I guess you got me there.
I still can't believe you just did that at the drop of a dime, Barack.
What did I do?
All that contention and strong opposition to Double Dash just fucking withering? Just because George and Donald started yelling at you? Like what? Did you just decide to bend the knee to get him to stop bitching?
Admittedly, that's like 30% of the reason. But I don't know, dude. Honestly, I'm kind of getting that itch to do a tier list revisit because, shit, what if I am throwing my bias at things too much?
Nah, I don't think that's fully true. There was a bit too much heat being flung around each time we did one of those damn lists. To keep things real, that's why I low-key hate doing them.
You don't like doing them?
I thought you said they were fun.
Well, they have their moments, but I don't know. It just gets annoying when people get overly passionate about their opinions to the point where they begin to throw out facts and reason.
So basically, it's annoying when you do one with us.
It'd be a lie if I said no. But again, the lists have their ups and downs. It's just, you ever notice how they always lead into something?
I have noticed that, but it wasn't always because of something bad. We talked about two of them earlier. Mario games led to Subspace, Nintendo systems led to Ultimate. What else did we do? Do you remember, Donald?
I remember we ranked Mario RPGs. That led into Quest to kill the Ender Dragon.
Oh, what the hell is that? Some Minecraft story mode thing?
You still haven't watched any of our videos?
Sorry, I've been busy.
Unbelievable.
Oh, thank God. That seriously makes up for that slow-ass level.
Holy shit, you're almost 100 points ahead?
I know, it's horrible, right?
What, bro, how did I forget about the Mario Party tier list?
What did you say?
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just scrolling through our videos
Fucking
because
hell.
I had a feeling we were forgetting something.
That was that one before Jeb kidnapped us, right?
Not immediately. We played Mario Party 5 before any of that happened.
It's just amazing to me how you guys can just talk about that so casually.
I mean, yeah, it was serious business for the time, but we came out of it okay, right?
How have things been with your brother, George?
I'd prefer to not talk about that.
Come on, you damn vegetation.
Not bad with the evasiveness, Donald.
Are you really trying to make that into your thing?
See what happens when you question me?
Joe, I really don't need this right now. 2 points again?
Donald, I ain't gonna lie, man. This is starting to look like a pretty steep hill for you.
Don't even bother trying to psych me out with that negative talk, Joe. It ain't gonna work. Barack had to overcome a larger gap, and you know what? He almost fucking did.
Had it not been for the lives bonus, yeah?
Exactly, so I'm all in, guns blazing till the last level is complete.
All right, I'll pray for you, buddy.
Oh my god, this is the maze level, isn't it?
Correct.
It's really not that bad. In fact, I remember where you need to go.
I think I have an idea as well, but it's been a while. I gotta ask, Joe, does this level get your juices going?
What the hell did you just ask him?
Well, because Joe has a thing for mazes, you see. Had you watched our videos, you would have known that, dingbat.
I just watched one, so go fuck yourself.
Donald, can you stop harassing him about that?
Okay, for context, George, I had Donald play a Minecraft map early on in our channel, and it happened to have a lot of mazes.
Oh, is that what he was talking about earlier?
Yeah, I made some Minecraft maps for these two to play for our channel. The first I intentionally made poorly to piss off Donald.
So he says?
You're annoying.
Come on, why all these fucking mushrooms?
Yeah, you fucking earned that, dickhead. Anyway, the second map Barack ended up playing, but I'll admit the quality wasn't quite what I thought it was.
You know, I never really cared about Minecraft. It just wasn't really something for me, personally.
I can respect that. Minecraft for me is really a get away from it all sort of experience. I'm not particularly good at the game, but I also don't care to be. There are objectives to complete, but I can do them at my own pace. So what I do is load it up, put on some good tunes, and just vibe.
I envy you for still being able to do that with video games, man.
You don't have any decompressed games right now?
Well, I sort of do. I still dabble with Smash Ultimate here and there, and a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3, as of recent.
I've heard about that game. Is it good?
Definitely if you're looking for a fun little role-playing game to get lost in.
Hit me with that 20, Big Bomba.
Jesus Christ.
Joe, I respect the hype, but let's put that one back in the box. What does the wheel say, George?
Minus 20 to Donald.
No fucking shot.
Wow, Donald, I'm really putting the capital D in domination over you.
What's the current point gap at?
125 currently, but if Donald can make this, then 115.
There ain't no if I can make it. I have to get it done. There we go.
Just curious, does your big comeback ever evolve from baby steps?
Just as a little reminder, Joe, we're going to be seeing the wheel an awful lot in the next world, so I wouldn't be doing cartwheels before the finish line.
That is admittedly a pretty fair point, but I'm still going in with a smile because the odds are
I'd
looking...
sure love to see that smile after a nice 20-point deduction.
And I'd like to see the color on your face turn from pumpkin to tomato. We'll see how that shapes out. Hello, and goodbye to the final coupling.
Ludwig's actually gone through a couple of color swaps over the years.
I very much prefer his golden look in Mario World. He stands out more.
I dig his current look with the blue hair.
596, boys.
Did somebody ask?
I gotta say, man, I've seen some ups and downs in my day, but holy smokes. That brief period where we all thought Donald was gonna bring it back, only to get whacked by Lemmy, the coupling that hard-tilted Barack in Mario World, Not even a good fiction writer could think that shit up. As of now, the only two areas that remain are World 8 and the e-reader world. Things may be looking down for Donald, but Barack is right when he said that there are going to be a lot of upcoming levels that will be triggering that wheel. So this is still very much anybody's game. More to come with this series and its epic conclusion soon. But before I go, I want to alert you of something that Donald texted me right around the time that he had that talk with Joe in the beginning. As a way of making amends for all the early bad blood, the two agreed to initiate some future projects that revolve around two of their comfort games. But they asked me to put together a poll to see which of the two projects should come first. The link to that poll will be posted in the description and comment section below. So if you have some time, we would very much appreciate to know your input. The winner will be announced by yours truly at the end of the next and final episode of the Super Mario Bros. 3 challenge. Until then, I'd once again like to thank you for tuning in, and as always, have a safe and wonderful day.